Sent on their journey. The Blue Silks of Special Blend just taking an anchor seat at the back of the field. Absolutely no space on, no pace in the early stages, and the grey Dino Man's going to press on by 1 length. Hard-held Land of Mystery, blue cap at the rail. Then we got RAILTRIP, only 3 lengths off the leaders. Joseph Jagger's moving a length closer, twice the flights in the yellow and black silks. Special Blend and RAILTRIP has now been boxed back to the end of the line, but only 3.5 lengths in it, and twice the flight's now going to move around. So twice the flight, realizing the pace is too pedestrian, presses on by. Twice the flight, in front by 1.25 lengths as a race past the 1300 zone. Dino Man is the grey in second. Joseph Jagger's on the right, blue cap of Land of Mystery with the red sleeves. On the outside, Special Blend in the all blue silks at the 800 peg, and RAILTRIP, she's at the back but only 5 lengths in it. Twice the flight took the bull by the horns, went on 3 parts of a length. Joseph Jagger second. It's going to be a sprint for home with 500 to go. Land of Mystery, Special Blend's been hooked out for a run. The grey Dino Man to the inside, and RAILTRIP hunts them. 400 metres to go, twice the flight, tackled on both sides. All blue silks of Special Blend, the grey Dino Man. RAILTRIP comes extreme outside. Anyone of 4 can win. RAILTRIP and Special Blend coming inside the 200. RAILTRIP though looking to raise her game today. Land of Mystery, but RAILTRIP today's her day to shine. Land of Mystery second, Dino Man third, and then came Special Blend. So number 3, RAILTRIP, was chalked up 100 at one stage of her career, and she's come through to put them to sleep today. Taking on the boys, RAILTRIP's taken on the boys in her last few runs, and today from the back of the field she outsprinted them. She was by far the best weighted, but she had to put it together today, which she has done after 389 days. Warren Kennedy hooked her to the right-hand side. There was only 2 lengths separating them coming to the 250, and Special Blend just hangs in there. See twice the flight, and Joseph Jagger, just a little bit of a jam for a stride or 2 in a pocket. And coming to the post, RAILTRIP goes on for the win. So number 3, RAILTRIP, the Trippy, and this daughter of Trippy gets her 3rd victory under the belt. Back to the studio.
Yep, we've just seen the running of race number 4, and long overdue for horse number 3, RAILTRIP. Gavin Finzale for his owners. She's been a consistent filly, throughout her career after a tremendous performance as a 2-year-old where she got that high rating, Gav. But that said, she's just been solid with places, etc.
Yeah, look, after her 2-year-old career, she did have some issues that bothered her.
Yes.
So she lost her form a little bit. But of late, she's been pretty consistent, like you say. And last time, maybe just a little bit too far for her, but didn't finish far off him. And she seems to like the poly track as well.
And coming to today's race, it looked ideal for her, the way she was placed at the weights, etc.
Yeah, from that point of view, she was handicapped to win it. And we would have been in trouble if she didn't win this race, in terms of her rating and what she's done in the past. Group 1 placed, Group 1 second, in fact. So really well overdue, wonderful win. Well done to the breeders once again, Summerhill Stud, Trippy the stallion, wonderful stallion, and the owners, Roy Baldoa and Roger Coppin, wonderful people, and like you say, long overdue. Nice ride for Warren, and let's hope we can keep racing in South Africa and enjoy the sport, even if it is from televisions. But it's a fantastic win, and hopefully we can get over this hump, and it'll be something of history in a short while.
You mentioned that Group 1 place. The name escaped. Was it Return Flight that she ran second to?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at Greyville in the Group 1 on Gold Cup day. So she's a good filly, this, and like I say, she seems to like the poly. She seems to like Greyville. She always runs well, yeah.
Anything else from your side?
I've only got just a guy thing in the next race, and he is drawn badly with a kid claiming, and so it'll be a big feat if he wins it.
Well done.
Thanks.
Lovely. Let's get Warren in. Well, having this position that I have, you know, privy to everything that's happening amongst jockeys when they jump off horses, it can be hilarious sometimes, and I loved it this time because the jockey's just having a go with regards to pace, etc. on the small field. You know, you're not going to please everyone, but you have to, guys have to ride their own races.
Yeah, look, it's my concern. I said to Gavin before the race, this is going to be a very muddled pace race. There's no real true front runner. Electric Surge was out and she had a bit of toe, so it panned the race up to be this sort of a race. But you know, Gavin said to me, just ride her the same way we spoke about, leave her alone completely, and she'll run on well, so, which she did. You know, with a small field like this, she only had max 3 lengths to make up, so she could do that, and she was well weighted and all these, and everything was in her favour, and she's overdue this win. She owes a lot of people, I think. Yeah. But she's got home. That's what counts. She's not the greatest of movers. She's got her issues, but she went down better than normal today, you know. And I said to Gavin, actually, I completely forgot about it. Monday when I worked, I said she actually gave me a really good workout. I think she can win it. Yeah. You know, and before you never really know. But yeah, look, she was overdue it, and she deserves it. So it was a win. Can't say full of merit, but a deserved win for her.
You know what I liked about your ride is that she hasn't won for 311 days, and you rode her like a good thing.
Yeah, look, that's what I was on the best horse in the race, and the pace I thought was going to be muddled like that, and I thought I'm just going to leave her alone and let her breathe. And when I asked her the question, anything that's in reserve that I've saved up will be there, and it happened that way. You know, they quickened up from the 500, and I just kept her in contact with them. When I squeezed her, she gave me a lovely kick and got away from, well, got past them, picked them up, and she held on to the line. So it was a nice win. She was the best in the race, and I rode her accordingly.
You mentioned RAILTRIP, Rachel. I don't know, I can't give you confidence. RAILTRIP was one?
RAILTRIP's the right one for the bank.
I knew you were going to say that. How's the mood for Rachel now? How's the mood for Rachel?
The mood's good. You know, I got the pressure with Rachel, my wife's horse, and mother-in-law's horse, and a lot of pressure on it, but we're going out trying our best. Look, there's no real pressure on the horse, to be honest, but look, I think it's the right sort of field for these two to win another race, so all things, thumbs up, fingers crossed, and hopefully she brings it home.
Nice double.
Thanks. Just well done to Gavin, to all the connections, Errol and all the boys for sticking with her and getting the win eventually out of her. And look, she's got the ability. She should win more races, but we'll see how she pulls up, and Gavin will take it from there. And well done to Uniform as well. Thank you.
What's your number now?
184, I think it is D's.
A beautiful thing.
Yeah, thanks very much. Cheers.
Well done to Warren, and let's get the winning groom in. His name is Bonga. He takes care of RAILTRIP, so well done to the winning groom, who is Bonga. And that's a wrap of race number 4. And well done if you caught a piece of the action. The quartet 7 will help you there. 3, 1, 7, and 6.